Hello and welcome everybody to the Trackalicious multi-class special here at Paul Ricard. We already have a subscription being dropped early on. Steven Tomazic, otherwise known as Rose Gaming, thank you very much already. Welcome everybody in chat. Hope you guys are having a great evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are in this fine world. I'm Mike Nause in the booth tonight, and we have a real thriller here at Paul Ricard. It's going to be not just one class, not two classes, not even three classes. We got a whole 4 classes out here tonight in, give me a second, let me just make sure I have all of them correct before I go and say it. Lamborghini ST, Porsche Cup, Ferrari Challenge, as well as GT4. So it's 4, I lied, it's not 5, it's 4. My bad. We already have a hydrate. Canada, hello, welcome. Cheers to you. Got some monster going on early. I'm gonna be honest, I thought the M2 was an option, but it's not. Yes. Good morning, Tropical the Dragon. Water. Okay, my bad. I missed it. I'll give you a rehydrate. That's a free rehydrate on that one. Oh, we spilt a little bit. We won't pay any mind to that. But yes, hope everyone is having a great morning, evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Like I said, we had some Formula 1 today, and now we are going to be blessed by some Trackalicious racing here tonight as well. Water is the best drink. It is true. You remember when you raced in the Pro Series at Monza? I raced in a Pro Series? When did I do that? How are we doing? We are doing great tonight. I'm extremely excited to be back in the booth. It's been a while since we've had some commentary. Did I download liveries tonight? Yes, I did. We're already on the check. Trackalicious greater than F1. I couldn't agree with you more, quite frankly. No co-host tonight. Nope. It is just going to be little old me in the booth. Just Mike Nause in the booth here tonight as we round to the end here of free practice, getting ready to hop into qualifying. It's going to be a split qualifying, pros, rookies. I honestly don't fully know how it's going to work. This is, like I say, a very one-off special event. Times that we're seeing, just to give an update, I guess, I've honestly no... Oh, this is going to be a pain. All right, we got a Porsche Cup at the top. We got a Lamborghini ST in second in Casey Schutte. Porsche Cup, Ferrari Challenge. This is going to be a spicy one, guys and gals. Kind of forgot about this. This is... I have no idea even what to expect, to be honest, from this. We'll see when it comes to qualifying. I mean, we can see we got Camaros out here with Ferraris, so anything can happen, quite frankly. How many hydrates? You get 5 hydrates. Oh my goodness, Mad Koila, or excuse me, Kola? I apologize. I need a Kolea? I am so sorry. That it's so. Anyways, yes, Lizzie as well. Welcome. Lizzie, aren't you in this race? No Lizzie. No Lizzie tonight. No Lizzie tonight. We'll see Lizzie tomorrow night, though. Polikov, okay. Polikov currently top in the time charts. Alrighty. No Lizzie, she's on track? Where is she? She is on track. Thank you for correcting me. She's in the pits, actually. She's not on track, but yes, Lizzie Alisea joining us on track tonight, as well as in the chat. So my apologies there. As I get lit up immediately. Where are we tonight? Wait, where are we? Tomorrow night, excuse me. Tomorrow night, that's a really good... I know the answer, but I don't know the answer. I just want to make sure. Is it Nürburgring? No, it's not Nürburgring. Hold on. We're going to check. We're doing it live, folks. We're doing it live. It's Valencia. That's right. It's Valencia. So a MotoGP special track going to be tomorrow night at the Rookies. And we have our cars coming out on track. See, the 84 is going to be the first one out. The Noobs R Us of Casey Swanseeger. We'll hop into the session here, get into the action. As we check out here, the Noobs R Us livery, as we round here on to the ever-famous 1.1 mile long, not Mulsanne straight that I always want to say, but the Mistral straight, because of the... Is the Mistral C? Is it, what is the... I don't know. Anyways. Yes, this is going to be interesting in a GT4. And Jeremy Cubbage Mixed dropping a subscription as well. 6 months. Jeremy, thank you for your continued support here at Trackalicious. You make what we do possible along with everybody else here tonight. Thank you guys. We got energy being thrown the way of Lizzie. You love to see it. Lizzie Alisea out there. And as I was saying, though, the 1.1 mile straight, yeah, these GT4 is going to be banging off the rev limiter by the end of it. I think we're going to be seeing about 164 kph from the Noobs R Us Merc here, if I had to guess, mainly because we were here last week in the Noobs, or in the Rookie League series. The Noobs were there, and that was the speeds that they were running, so pretty similar speeds there. Lizzie Alisea, is she still in? Oh, no, she's still in the Ginetta. Oh, my goodness, Lizzie. All right, 134 kph, maybe 139, we'll see for Lizzie, but the Ginetta definitely not known for its straight line speed. One thing this track is known for, though, is the fact that there are 167 variants on this track, differing from basically 0.4 of a kilometer all the way up to extremely long 3.5 mile track that we see here today. This, of course, if you guys didn't know, obviously, is the Circuit 1A-V2 variation. Very commonly confused with the Formula 1 version, which is the Circuit 1C-V2. It's a massive difference there. But yes, 167 different variants, so. Ginetta top tier. Ginetta is top tier on certain tracks. I will agree with you there. Paul Ricard, though, not quite. Why don't we pop on board here with Casey Swanseeger? Oh, as he gets a little bit of understeer heading on to the Mistral straight. In fact, has to have a little bit of a downshift. That's going to affect how quickly he reaches his top speed. I think he should still reach it nonetheless. These GT4s basically draggy as a barn. And now heading down, approaching the... Did I say 160? I meant to say 265. That's my bad. 165 is very slow now that I think about it. Casey, very conservative first lap, it seems. Ooh, very much. Just trying to set a banker lap here. Keep it valid at least through Sector 3. Get the tires up to temperature. This is where the Mistral Straight, you're going flat out for 1.1 miles. It cools the tires, it cools the brakes, so when you reach this ever crucial Sector 3, that's all about how much tire temperature you have and how your brakes are up to temp, which they aren't. And Sector 3 really separates the good from the great, I would say. It's very, very tricky to adapt there. As we see him heading now towards the checkered flag, or rather the start-finish line to start another lap. Casey Swanseeger going to be P1, 2:08.1 in the GT4s. We'll see next across the line here is going to be Adam King in the Camaro. And greetings from Turn 1 Sim Racing in Canada. Thank you very much, Rashid. Yes, Rashid, thank you very much. Rashid? Excuse me, Rashid, my bad. Thank you. And best of luck. Adam King does jump to pole position, 2:06.2, storming ahead of Casey Swanseeger in that Camaro. Lizzie Alisea as well, 2:13.9 in the Ginetta. This car, as I said, we'll follow along with her for now in Sector 1 and then just watch her hop up into top speed because it doesn't take long in the Ginetta. Calculated apex as she comes through Sector 1, just compromising every single corner, basically. You have to compromise for the next one. It's just a missed apex after missed apex, but that's the proper way to drive the track. All about carrying that speed here onto the Mistral. Oh, that's a little deep, but she keeps it flat. Full confidence there from Lizzie Alisea as she quickly accelerates up to 6th gear. That's top gear already. Approaching 234, 230. Is she going to hit 239? 239. And she's got about half a mile to go. Oh my goodness, as we see the... Oh, that's really unfortunate. You can see the speed difference. That is as well a GT4 there, the Porsche Motorsports of John Smith. Showing that the Porsche not capped by the rev limiter. At least as capped as the Ginetta there. John Smith coming through Sector 3 now. So you can see just how deep you have to go into the corner, but that sets you up properly for the exit here, as it's going to be nice and flat out for a little bit as you approach the final turn complex here. It's an extremely tricky corner to get right. Shoots in very deep, compromising the exit into the final corner now. Clips the inside curb. Maybe it could have been a little bit deeper. And now heading towards the line. What's it going to be for John Smith and the Porsche Motorsports coming across up to P4? It's a 207 there. Lizzie Alisea improving to a 212.8 as well. Great job from her. Bars Cockrell. Bars Cockrell in P2 in the V8 Racing Camaro. What sort of top speeds are we seeing? Oh, didn't quite get a check. Camaro looking really strong here tonight, though, as it's an American front row. Well, Adam King, I think he is an American. Bars Cockrell, he is a Turkish driver, by the looks of it. But nonetheless, behind the wheel of the American V8. All about that horsepower. And then another Camaro jumping up. Zane Blisket in the 64th studio. My goodness. Camaro dominating tonight. In the GT4s at least. We'll see how it goes once we have all the other classes come out. That's where it's really going to get interesting. These, of course, are the red plate rookie drivers. We have rookies and pros out there tonight. So it'll be very, very exciting to see how this goes. Oh, Cockrell, no mercy for the Bullards, and he invalidates his lap as well. And that's going to be the end of his qualifying. Some would call it karma. What did the Bullard ever do to you, Bars? Nonetheless, should be fairly happy with that qualifying result. P2 for now, 7 thousandths ahead of Zane Blisket. We'll follow along with Zane Blisket as he's going to be flat out down the straight. We were seeing 263 from the AMG. We were seeing 239 from the Ginetta. We're well past the Ginetta's top speed at this point and approaching the AMG. Are we going to top it, though? 264, 265. We're climbing that car. The V8 showing its power there. Bit of a moment mid-corner. Not quite the confidence Zane was hoping for, I would imagine. Coming into Sector 3 now. Into second gear. Can hear the whine of that Camaro. A little bit of hesitation on the throttle. Doesn't need much time to gain. Needs 3/10 to get ahead of Adam King there, but I'm not sure it's going to be too easy. As we're currently about dead even with the time. 10th down, in fact, coming into Sector 3 now. A couple more corners. Through the penultimate, it was all right. Into the final corner, I don't know if it's going to be enough. Zane Blisket pushing his heart out to the line. Is it going to be enough? No, it's not. Into the pits, practicing the pit entry. It also just shows how dicey the pit entry is here at Paul Ricard, which, of course, there is one mandatory pit stop here tonight. Casey Swanseeger looking to improve, but not going to happen, I think. 6/10 down. Going to need a bit of a miracle on that one. Adam King as well, 4/10 down. We have the number 7 of John Smith in the Porsche. Invalid lap there, so I think that... Oops. I have misclicked to oblivion. There we go. We're back. So that is going to be the pretty much end, actually. I take that back. I should not have counted Adam King out too quickly. He's gained a lot back here through Sector 3. Is it going to be enough to improve? Won't matter too much. He already has pole position secured, but no, comes across the line. No improvement for Adam King. That is the end there of the GT4 qualifying. So Adam King on pole, Bars Cockrell in P2, and Zane Bliskett in P3. All Camaros all the time here at Paul Ricard. Lizzie Alisea down 1 second off of her time as well. I did actually miss David. Oh no, David Collins is in a Porsche Cup. Oh, this is going to get so confusing. I can already see it now. David Collins, first one out in the Porsche Cup car. You guys need to start giving each other some space, I will admit. We're very bunched up, considering we're already at the end of Sector 3 onto the start-finish straight, but David Collins is underway to start his lap here. I said very, very close, as you can see, to that car behind. But as we head now into the first chicane, David Collins, the Noobs R Us driver. Oh, a little deep. Having to hesitate on the throttle just a hair. Keeps it valid, though. That's all that matters. And Steven, I think, hydrate there. I took a little sip of Monster. I didn't say anything, but yes. Thank you for the redemption on the hydrate. Reminding everybody that either, preferably water. I wouldn't be drinking Monster if I wasn't, you know, having a talk for the next 70 minutes straight. But hydrate up, everybody. It's key. David Collins now accelerating down the Mistral straight. We're going to see some higher top speeds than we did before. We're already up to the top speed now of the GT4s mostly, and surpassing it. 274, 276, and this is going to be one of the fastest cars in the game. 282. Only just hits 282 there. Tips it in nicely as well to the corner at the end of the Mistral there. Oh, and that's going to be a bit dicey with the car behind. Who is that? That is, oh man, that's going to be Polikov behind, getting a little impatient, no doubt, with David Collins there. Both of them, though, are on valid laps, and that is not what you want to see in qualifying, everybody. David Collins, I don't think, is going to be too happy with that one. Needs to get his head down, plenty of time to keep going. That will be an invalid lap there for David Collins. Polikov does keep it valid, puts it on pole. But like I say, not quite what you wanted to see here. Jeremy Cubbage up into P2. Nice job there in the Ferrari Super Trofeo Challenge. Wait, what? Is that right? Ferrari ST Challenge? That doesn't sound right now that I said it. It's the Lamborghini ST. Yeah, no, the Ferrari Challenge. There we go. And Tropical, guess you'll be in the GT4 Ginetta? Oh no. That's a no-no. Lizzie, you're a trooper for driving that Ginetta, I will admit. I don't fully agree with the car choice, but if you like it, hey, to each their own. George Elmer here, up into P3. The Porsche Cup car is looking nice and strong, but we also have the Lamborghini ST in P2. Quinn Smith up to P2 now in the Porsche Cup car. Ginetta Series when? You listen to your coach? You know what, Lizzie? I respect that. Don't listen to me. Listen to the coach. That is all. You're just following orders. That's fine. I can respect that. Polikov, though, still in pole position. Looking to set quite a rapid time. I was checking their SimGrid profile. They seem to be quite a quick driver. Lizzie dropping a resub as well. Thank you very much. 4 months, Lizzie. Absolute legend. An inspiration to the Trackalicious community. In case anyone didn't know, of course, Lizzie, new to sim racing, joining the Rookie Series, which of course we do have a Rookie Series here at same times, 8:30 Eastern Time, 5:30 Pacific on Monday nights. If you are interested in that, it's on SimGrid. But Lizzie joining as a rookie, the rookiest as they come, in fact, and has become a trooper at this point and inspired even more rookies to join as Eric Gakasi and Eric the Boss Gakas, in fact, who is out on track here. His wife inspired to drive sim racing because of her. It's 1:30 a.m. BST. Y'all are crazy. I don't know what you guys are doing. Who else was it in chat earlier that was like, it's 3:30 here? It's like, dude, I mean, I love that you're watching some Trackalicious, but like, yo, sleep is, you know. Also, I'm just scrolling up in chat and looking at Giovanni. Giovanni, that's Blue called Mike Burkov Mike Nause that day. Yes, that was, I forgot about that. But who was it? It's Polakov. Polakov is 3:30 a.m. What is that man doing? So what is they? Someone put something in his Wheaties. I don't know what, but Polakov driving at 3:30 a.m. and putting in 156s at Paul Ricard in a Porsche Cup car. I tip my hat to you, sir. Or madam. But I think, sir. Nikolay Polakov. Quinn Smith, though, still in P2. The Porsche Motorsports 999. In the Carrera, I think. These are Carreras. I don't know. Porsches are so confusing. I shouldn't have said anything. Any Porsche aficionado in chat's going to be like, actually streamer. Which, honestly, I appreciate. I only make fun of it because I do appreciate that. Also, Casey Schutte. He is the duckling amongst the swans here. The 444. Surrounded by Porsche Cup cars. Juan Kairos, George Elmer, Quinn Smith, and Nikolay Polakov. But Casey Schutte looking to improve as well. He's 1.6 seconds off pole position, about 5.5 tenths off Quinn Smith. Yeah, Snoopy. I mean, I don't... No, but yeah, I mean, that's fair. I don't think that does justify it, personally, but that's okay. Like I say, everybody makes mistakes, and we've moved on from that at this point, so. Polakov has carried on, as well as Casey Schutte and, was it that got bumped? Excuse me, it was Cubbage. Yes, Cubbage got bumped. That's right. Provolone's also out on track with a very nice livery. Look at that. It ain't easy being cheesy. No, most certainly is not. The number 82 car driving the wheels off that Ferrari. I wonder what sort of top speeds we're going to see from the ST. We were seeing, what, 282 from the Porsche Cup car? I honestly don't remember at this point, even though I just saw it. Let's see. Provolone, what do you got? As the Ferrari Challenge accelerates now onto the Mistral. 1.1 miles of flat-out action. You can hear that turbo kicking in as we accelerate now. 282. Holy smokes. Okay, I think the Porsche Cup might have been faster, but I don't remember. 290. 293. This car is... yeah, okay. I think this car's got it. Almost to... 296. Oh my goodness, that's so fast. Jason Provolone can't even keep it under control as he slides through the corner at the end of the Mistral straight. His tires definitely up to temperature, entering Sector 3 now. Oh, as he clips the inside curb. Very nice, managing to recover it. Most of these corner names pretty much unpronounceable to the average American, including myself. Little jink of the steering wheel there as he approaches the apex. Jason Provolone up 6/10 on his time, accelerating now to the start-finish line. Is it going to be enough for some positions? Professor Kenotis only just ahead of him. Comes across the line. It is enough. Over George Elmer as well. The other cars that we have out on track. Eric the Boss Kakasi in here, currently in P last for the bigger cars, I guess. don't really know how to... Like I say, it's a bit confusing. Eric, though, actually on an invalid lap, unfortunately. We'll follow Nikolay Polikov, actually, as he invalidates as well. I was going to say we can follow him for the rest of his lap, but nonetheless, we are going to be moving on. Nikolay Polikov in pole position, Quinn Smith in second, and Juan Kairos in third. We get ready here to meet our drivers. We got 22 drivers on the grid here tonight of all varying classes. 4 different classes tonight. It's absolutely insane. 1 mandatory pit stop, 70 minutes on the clock. I think 1 it's mandatory fuel, or is it mandatory tires? Let me double check on that real quick. 1 mandatory pit stop, mandatory refueling, optional tires. There we go. As we get ready here. The calm before the storm. Make sure the volume doesn't blow out your guys' eardrums as we get in here to meet our drivers. Starting in P1 is going to be none other than Nikolay Polikov. We have Porsche top 3, Quinn Smith, the 999 in P2, followed up by Juan Kairos in P3. Casey Schutte in the Ferrari Challenge in P4, followed up by David Collins back into the Porsche Cup cars. Then we have a Ferrari Challenge as well. Wait, no, ST, excuse me, of Casey Schutte. Like I say, this is going to get confusing quickly, everybody, so hold on to your seats and buckle your seatbelts. Jason Provolone in P6 here, the number 82 car, the Ferrari Challenge, followed up by the Porsche Cup of George Elmer. The Ferrari Challenge of Professor Kanotis, as well as the Ferrari of Jeremy Kubich. Potts Weaver in P10, rounding out our top 10 then, as well Eric Kassian in the Porsche Cup car, P11 for him. Adam King starting out our GT4s here tonight. This is going to get pretty easy now. The rest are mostly GT4s. As we have Bars Cockrell in P2 for the GT4s, P13 overall. Zane Bliskett, P14, the number 64 American driver in the Camaro. It's a Camaro top 3 as well. Casey Swanseeger, 4th position for him. P15 overall, the number 84 AMG, followed up by John Smith in P16. Tanner Masters, 17th fastest, the number 72 car, followed up by Lizzie Alicea, the Puerto Rican driver in P18 in the Ginetta. Jakob Hadberg, 19th fastest there. Actually, I don't think he qualified, so 19th position overall. The number 37 Porsche Cup car, very fast boy himself. Devin Anthony, P20 for him. Number 664, followed up by Mike Burkov, otherwise known as Mike Burknoss, sometimes by some other commentators. P21 for him. Tyler Watson going to be P22 in the McLaren to round out our field here. The car is going to be starting up, getting underway here as we start our 3.5 mile outlap here at Paul Ricard, and it's a very exuberant start for Nikolay Polikov. Holy smokes. As he gets heat into his tires immediately there. As the chat pogs up. Showing the love for the drivers in chat as well. We got Wet Socks, the Jason Provolone aficionado. Some would say he actually has Jason Provolone chained up in his basement for 80% of the day. He does let him out for a little bit of sunlight sometimes, but nonetheless, it's a very creepy guy sometimes. Now, Wet Socks, thank you very much for being here. Okay, Nikolay. We'll just hop on board with Nikolay. Just to... And for anyone curious, this is intentional. He's not... This is sick. Yo, let's go. Look at this. This is how you should drive a Porsche. Just don't bin it. Nikolay, if you bin it, you're going to be the laughing stock. He didn't bin it. We got Kevin Rivera in chat. Some love for Casey Swanseeger as well. Number 84 driver. Goki, welcome. First time chatter. He has no tires, but looks cool. Yes. I don't think he's done yet. That's the thing. I bet he's got more. He's just on the Mistral. We have 22 drivers, as I said. Tyler Watson going to be starting in the pits. The multicolor track map. It is really, yeah. It's not confusing in the slightest, I assure you. And for the next 70 minutes, probably won't make any errors whatsoever when it comes to class. It's just going out on a limb right now. But as we get ready to go racing here, we're just reaching the end of the 1.1 mile straight. You can see we got the aid units on the side there, ready for any incidents, even though we are on a test track. Very easy to avoid the barriers here. Not so easy to avoid spinning. Also, it does seem that Nikolay Polikov has calmed down a little bit in the 4-ort. It's a fort? It's probably fort now that I think about it. I like 4-ort better, to be honest. It's the 4-ort Porsche. Superfly is Watson, by the way. Alrighty. Your wheel malfunctioned. Oh, no. Okay, you're good, you're good. Alright, everybody. I was going to say, everyone hold their breaths for this man, but he's managed to get everything working. As the cars now line up 2x2 Noah's Ark formation. We're just entering Sector 3, though, so we got a ways to go. 4Z in chat, welcome. And thank you, Sharpenberry. Yes, Mike on the mic tonight, as always. How I roll. We'll get a little hydration of some Monster Energy. Not sponsored, unless Monster wants to reach out. So we get ready here. 70 minutes on the clock. Nikolay Polikov starting in P1 here. Quinn Smith in P2, ready to challenge into the first corner. Gonna be Porsche Cups on the front row. We got 4 different classes here. I'm Mike Nause in the booth as we get ready to go green. And we're green heading into the first chicane now at Paul Ricard. It's gonna be a terrible start for the second position of Quinn Smith, who's immediately under threat from Casey Swanseeker as the ST blows by him. As well, the Porsche Cup car on the outside now. Casey Schutte, not Swanseeker, excuse me, Casey Schutte, challenging for the lead even a little bit there. But we see a bit of contact, some bumping and banging there from Casey Schutte and Quinn Smith. Everything, though, no love lost. We see side-by-side action as well from David Collins and Professor Kenotis. Kenotis eking out there. Can see the acceleration advantage on that Ferrari. The Porsche, though, nimble in the corners, manages to squeeze by. More side-by-side action. Jason Provolone on the inside there. Is that Quinn Smith? Quinn Smith is falling down the field a bit. Quinn Smith down to P3. As we approach now the Mistral Straight, it's going to be all about the slipstreams and the exits. We see more side-by-side action onto it. That's going to be Eric the Boss Kakasian getting overtaken there by Potts Weaver on the outside. It's an off-the-track pass for Potts Weaver, but he gets it done nonetheless and is accelerating away. And breathe. More position changes. Quinn Smith and Provolone. Quinn Smith is really falling down, but you can see the speed difference. This is where, oh my goodness, the speed and the cornering difference, it's actually fascinating. As the Ferraris are just rocket ships in the straight, but the Porsche Cup car is surprisingly a thing that I've never said before. Have more downforce, it seems. You see an Ironman Ferrari? I don't. Wait, hold on. Is there an Ironman? There isn't the official Ironman Ferrari, if that's the case. Oh man, side-by-side action as Quinn Smith eking the advantage out, and now Jason Provolone under threat from Juan Kairos as well. The Ferrari in the muck of Porsches. Struggling, it seems, but there we go. Once again, we see that top speed advantage where I just don't even know how to commentate. I know the helicopter cam. We can get out of helicopter cam. It's just the camera angles are not great here at Paul Ricard, unfortunately. Get the relatives up. Oh my goodness. It's not even just confusing for me. It's also confusing for ACC TV, which has no idea how to react with this many classes. Nikolay Polikov, though, still strong in the lead. So we're following along here with Juan Kairos as he ruthlessly takes the Bullard out. Penalty points should be awarded for that. No, not really. Is this a league? No, this is a one-off race. Just a very, very fun one-off race. As we have more scrapping here, it's side by side for the Ferrari and the Porsche, and a Ferrari and a Porsche. Oh my goodness, the Helicam, I think, yeah, is going to be our best bet for action. As we see all these position changes, man. Jakob Padberg, every time he can get by through the corners, but as soon as we get to the straights, he just gets overtaken. It'll be really interesting to see where everybody comes out. We have Porsche Cups leading, like I say, Casey Schutte. Oh, there's the move for Jakob Padberg, the young Jakob from St. Louis. Oh no, what happened? Oh, as we see the move as well there, Jeremy Cubbage under threat, I think, or no, Jeremy Cubbage getting an overtake done, excuse me, onto Professor Kenotis. This is Ferrari on Ferrari action. What is that car behind? That's Potts Weaver in a Lamborghini. It's a really cool Lamborghini livery from Potts. Superfly, what happened? Oh no, as I saw that coming from a mile away, Jeremy Cubbage, as he knows what he did. You can see he lets off the gas in disappointment of himself there. Oh, we got to go back and catch that one again, unfortunately. Sorry, Jeremy. Let's go on board here as Jeremy Cubbage, I think, just misjudged the speed there of Kenotis. Oh, and Kenotis got a little wiggle mid-corner, actually. Oh, man. Fantastic livery. Which one? Because holy rejoin Chrono. What was that? Chrono rejoining the track absolutely clobbers a curb, I think, and just goes flying. Mike Burkov and Casey Schutte down here in P16. We haven't checked in with the GT4s in a while. I apologize on that. It's just so much going on, to be honest. The Ferrari. Let's see. That Chronotis's? Yes. Let's take a look at Chronotis's livery. Trackalicious inspired, obviously. It's named Trackalicious. Lovely, lovely gradient. Oh my goodness. What is that? That is Cargo Fire, rating party of 9. Thank you very much, Cargo Fire. I hope you had an amazing stream. We're currently just getting into it here. 70 minutes of Paul Ricard. We're taking a look at this awesome livery here developed by Professor Kenotis with some autism awareness as well. Absolutely incredible message there. You can see that twin turbo V8 in the back. As Kenotis trying to recover after getting bumped off the track and unfortunately rejoining and taking himself out. Taking a look though at the GT4 field, Adam King leading. How's it going, Cargo Fire? I am doing amazing. I am loving this action here we're seeing in this multi-class race. We got 4 different classes on the field here. You can see the mini-map is lit up like a Christmas tree. We got Porsche Cup cars, we got Lamborghini STs, we got Ferrari Challenge cars, as well as GT4s. And Sage, yes, long time no see. I know it's been a while since we've been live. Been like 2 weeks since we've been live. In fact, I've been absolutely yearning to stream again, but here we are, we're getting back into it, and we got more leagues coming up as well. In case anyone doesn't know, things were just announced today. Coming up, we have our GT3 Championship back, as well as our GT3 GT4 Multi-Class Championship. GT3 GT4 Multi-Class, I don't know what I just said. Those will be starting respectively, GT3 Championship on August 6th and the Multi-Class on August 10th. They're all available on SimGrid, so our Thursday mixed class is back. Type SimGrid on in there, and we can see anyone interested can go sign up for that as well. We, of course, have our Rookie League. We have our Road to 6-Hour Endurance, which is coming up. That is going to be extremely exciting. I am looking so forward to that. Gonna have some amazing commentary by both me and Double O Raven. Double O Raven joining me in the booth for that one. That's gonna be a great time. So everybody, if you aren't gonna be at least interested in driving in that, make sure you guys have that on the calendar, because that is gonna be, like I say, a thrilling event. Is there an Alpine on track? I don't think there is. I haven't seen an Alpine, surprisingly. I know Alpine dominance has been very common in the Rookie League. Taking a look. Nope, not seeing any Alpines out there. It's a lot of Camaros, but not too much on the Alpines. Ooh, Juan Kairos side by side here with Jason Provolone, as well as Jakob Padberg involved in the thick of it as well. Ooh, wide goes the Ferrari, and through goes Jakob Padberg. The Iron Force Racing by Phoenix livery. I wonder if that's an in-game livery. I think it might. Maybe it is. Yeah, I think it is. Endurance racing is the best. Absolutely, Geostorm. That is what this game is made for, and we have 6 hours of endurance racing, and it's going to be the road to the VCO finals. The top 3 are going to be guaranteed a slot into the grand finals in the GT3 class for the VCO event. VCO grand finals. Yes, there we go. Like I say, all information on SimGrid. That is going to be, that is the series to look forward to, no doubt. Of course, all the series here at Trackalicious are amazing. Definitely not biased whatsoever, especially when we see the side-by-side action, though. How can you be biased? Oh, as we see the 12 car off. Juan Kairos unfortunately loses the grip there. Was that due to contact, or was that an unforced error? Let's see as we're going into it. Oh, there might have been just a hint of contact there, but we're back on traction in the rear end. I think just too much throttle there for Juan Kairos. He loses the back end. And Jakob Padberg walks off into the distance now, chasing down with Provolone. Provolone, though, pulling away on those straights. Surprised not one Alpine on the French track. That's true. Not too many GT4s here tonight. That could have something to do with it as well. But I will say, this is a very interesting event. We have some really surprising results. I don't know. Lamborghini ST currently in P3, sitting on the podium behind 2 Porsche Cup cars with a Ferrari Challenge right behind. The Ferrari Challenge, though, under massive threat from Jakob Padberg. Although here we're heading onto the Mistral Straight. I think let's hop on board with Jakob as we are about to wave bye-bye. Even with the slipstream. Oh, look at how fast that Ferrari is. There's just no catching it. But once we approach the end of the Mistral here, well, let's watch to see how much we gain, though. That's where it really makes the difference. I think Jakob should have the overtake able to be done on this lap. Whether or not it's complete or not, we'll see. But he should be able to get ahead, maybe. Gains up quite a bit, and now coming into Sector 3, where the downforce is really showing. You can see immediately on the gearbox there, or diffuser of the Ferrari Challenge, making a move onto the inside. They make a little bit of contact, I think, there. Around the outside goes young Jakob Padberg, the St. Louis native, and he should have the overtake done for now as we are approaching now into the back of Sector 3. Penultimate corner coming up. Lizzie not P last. Absolutely, she is crushing it. She's been crushing it lately. Uh-oh, Mike Burkhoff with a yellow flag. What has happened here? That's an AMG in the barrier. I know I said it earlier that it's easy to keep it out of the barrier, but anything is possible in racing. Let's see what happens. We're side by side here. I think that's Camaro. I'm not sure who that is. Oh, and there's contact, and that forces Mike Burkhoff into the barrier. Ay. That was a really hard one to tell. Who was that? That was Zane Bliskett involved with that. I have no idea who was at fault. That camera angle did not do it that justice, that's for sure. And Sage support for the Noobs R Us drivers. Love to see that. Casey Swanseeger here, crushing it in P18. Well, maybe not crushing it, actually. Hold on, where did he start? He started in P15. He's down 3 positions. He's going to be a little disappointed with that, I think. We also have John Rynormal in chat. Welcome. Oh, into the pits goes Mike Burkov. No surprise there after that front end damage. Going to clear up his 1 mandatory pit stop. As the field spreads out a little bit here, we see Tanner Masters along with Lizzie Alisea. Drive-through penalty for Tanner Masters, unfortunately, though. The IMSA Performance Audi. Gonna have to serve that within the next 3 laps. Otherwise, he will be disqualified. Thank you very much. What is it? It's Double. My D's and B's. I'm a little dyslexic. My D's and B's get mixed up. Double, thank you very much for the follow. Pottsweaver gaining rapidly onto David Collins here. David Collins, of course, in the Porsche Cup car. The Noobs R Us driver. Now under threat from Pottsweaver in the Potts Auto Sport. I want to take a look at this livery. It's a very simple but very complex livery brought to you by Pottsweaver here. Pottsweaver Special, I would say. It's absolutely lovely. Lamborghinis, of course, you can paint pretty much any color. And they will still look great, but this one looks particularly great. Like I say, very simple but very complex. So we pop back on board now with Pottsweaver. You can see him lifting and coasting before the final corner. Now coming through Sector 1, gaining massively on David Collins. He's looking to seal this overtake. Casey Schutte, though, still in the sister car, the other Lamborghini ST, up in P3. Ooh, bit of an error from David Collins. That's going to hurt him onto the Mistral. Pottsweaver looking nice, calm, and composed. But are we going to see the top speed difference here? That's the question. I think the Porsche Cup car might be faster, but let's see. As we're in that slipstream up into top gear now, and we are gaining the Lamborghini ST, gaining on that Porsche Cup car. We go side by side now at the end of the Mistral straight. Tanner Masters up ahead after serving that drive-through penalty. Going to be blue flagged relatively soon. I think he's going to want to get out of the way pretty quick. Down the inside of the Mistral corner, though. Nope. Backs out of it. Tanner Masters dives out of the way. He is long gone. Does not want to get involved with that battle. Fair enough. David Collins not going to give up, though. But he might have to. I think the speed difference there, the Lamborghini ST looking very, very sharp. David Collins, though, back around the outside. He's going to have a lot of work to do here through Sector 3. We'll see if that was really a speed difference or not, if that was just the slipstream. This is a great way to find out who is the fastest car in a straight, that's for sure. Of course, pretty much the only cars we are missing out there tonight are the GT3s as well as the M2s. That's about it. Pretty much got every other car out there. Oh, wow, look at that. Very late on the brakes for the Porsche Cup car. Trying to make the move around the outside. He doesn't quite get it done, but we can see the confidence for David Collins. Pop on board with him here. Actually, you know what? Let's pop rear board with Pottsweaver here. So we can see Collins following. Taking that alternate line. He's going to make a move down the inside. Pottsweaver, though, covering it off for now. Collins. Oh, and that's a big error for Pottsweaver. He manages to have a massive moment of oversteer. There was no contact there. David Collins forcing Pottsweaver into a mistake. Unforced error there, unfortunately for Potts. He's going to have to gain that back. As he is gaining it back pretty much immediately, that straight line speed. Absolutely rapid. Porsche Cup car moving to the outside, covering the racing line. Stays ahead for now. And yet, we do have a pit wall, exclamation mark pit wall, thank you for that. And it should be all up and working, I hope. Lamborghini is so much faster on the straights. Yeah, it very clearly, yeah. That car I thought the Porsche Cup car was one of the fastest in the game. I was very much clearly wrong. Pottsweaver made the overtake happen once. He's going to make the overtake happen again, potentially, as we're entering Sector 3, or coming through the close of it. The heck are we on the map? Oh, we're in the final corner. There we go. Working great. Awesome. Thank you. Bit further up ahead, we finally, the Porsche Cup car and the Lamborghini battling it out. This is Jakob Padberg, Casey Swanseeger, although I think Jakob has the pace over Casey. He closed that gap up massively. Jakob Padberg started down in P19. He's up to P16 here, or up 16 positions in P3. As we're about 20 minutes into this race, so he is on the charge. Quinn Smith is about 20 seconds off of Nikolay Polikov. Nikolay Polikov pulling a massive lead here, as he had a little bit of a show off before the race, and so far it's proving warranted. Like I said, I was checking his sim grid before. He seems to be quite the experienced driver. Uh-oh, Eric the Boss Kakos, what has happened here? Yellow flag, at least momentarily. Bit of a self-inflicted error here, I think, from Eric the Boss. We come into, I think we're in Sector 1 here. A little bit too much curb. Oh, just too much speed, I think, actually. And he does recover. We also have Pottsweaver still back onto David Collins. That battle not over, and I don't think it's going to be over anytime soon either. Despite the top speed advantage, David Collins managing to hold on for now. We've seen that the Porsche Cup car can walk away from the Lamborghini ST, but we also have seen that the Lamborghini ST can walk away from a Porsche Cup car. So who knows what is possible here tonight? It will come to the pit stop strats. No, you're absolutely right. And I think we're going to see some differences, especially Porsche Cup car, no TC. They're going to be wearing their tires a bit quicker, I would imagine, than the Lamborghini or the Ferrari. But also, I'm kind of just talking bollocks. I really don't know. It could be either. I genuinely don't know. I've never seen this kind of race before, so I just don't know what's going to happen. It's really anybody's guess at this point. Pottsweaver has fallen off of David Collins at this point. I think we're going to see him gaining back on the straight here. And yeah, that was Lizzie getting blue flagged. The GT4 is definitely not quite up to speed with these cars. GT4 action spread a little thick and thin right now. Everybody, I think, closest battle in GT4 is about 6 seconds between Zane Blisket and Adam King in the Camaros. Pottsweaver here, gaining, and gaining. Will it be enough, though? Coming down the Mistral straight once again. You can see David Collins trying to break that slipstream at any possible moment. Lizzie should have been in the middle after David went by. Lizzie should have just hit David. Of course, anyone who doesn't know, David Collins, Lizzie Alicea's coach. Or one of, I think. I think she has a couple of the Noobs R Us drivers. Of course, Lizzie, Noobs R Us member. Noobs R Us Junior member. So David Collins, a few other drivers in there. Show her the way. Pottsweaver hanging on. But that's all I would say he's doing, is hanging on. Dive down the inside. That's going to compromise him for the next corner, actually, though. Look very good. Holy smokes. Look great. Wilson Fernandez in chat. Welcome. The Brazilian driver. How's it going, Wilson? Uh-oh, Casey Schutte with a yellow flag. He is facing the wrong direction. Was there contact involved here? Was this an unforced error? It looks like this was unforced. As we see Casey Schutte here into the first chicane. Way too deep, and oh, he tries to correct it. He keeps it out of the barrier, though. That's not going to be too good for his tires, but just a completely unforced error from Casey Schutte. Juan Kairos manages to get by the Brazilian driver up into P4. And Potts Weaver still on the charge. You can see here from the rear wing of the Noobs R Us car. And you hydrated? I don't think we've had a hydrate in chat since I started. Oh, I missed, holy smokes, I missed Sharpenberry's hydrates? My bad. Oh, and, well, there goes Potts Weaver, side by side with David Collins. I missed a couple hydrates, so I'm less than hydrated, no doubt. That's bye for now, David. Bye for now. We'll see as David Collins comes back down the inside. It's not bye for good. Potts, come on, man. Gotta get that hammer down. So I think he has given her all she's got, but it's not quite enough at the moment. David Collins really doing a great job of holding on. Of course, David's supporting a fellow David. Oh, a bit further back, Devin Anthony has managed to catch up to Jeremy Cubbage. Jeremy Cubbage, the Noobs R Us team principal, under pressure. We'll check back with the Potts and David battle soon enough, as we see the Ferrari and the Porsche now gonna have a little bit of a scrap. This is, I think, the first time we see the Ferrari and Porsche scrap. Oh, and there's been a position change again. Potts Weaver ahead, but only for now. We're heading to the Mistral straight, though, so I think David Collins should, or rather, Potts Weaver should be able to hold this. I say that, and we see David Collins stealing that position onto the Mistral. He's going to do everything he can to make that Porsche 3 car widths wider than it is. Oh, as Potts Weaver is going to get by again, but he's really wasting the time on Potts, there's no doubt. David Collins falls back again, gonna have to wait. Also, Devin Anthony did manage to get by Jeremy Cubbage very quickly there. Jeremy Cubbage back into P11. Oh, and that's way too deep for David Collins. He is most certainly trying to keep up above in his head instead of going under, but he is unfortunately struggling with that at the moment. He's going to have to regain now onto Potts Weaver with 44 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in this race. He's got some time to do that. 1 pit stop still required, and it is mandatory fueling. Tires are optional. And oh my goodness, if that isn't a penalty for David Collins, I don't know what is. I think we're going to see maybe even a stop-go 30 potentially, though. At least a drive-through penalty there picked up for David Collins. I think that was most certainly a speeding in the pits. Also, he took out the 50-meter bullard, or the 50 mile an hour, or 50 kilometer an hour. I say it one, eventually I'll say it right. So that's going to make it really fun for everybody else coming into the pits. Of course, we're taking a look down here at Mike Burkov right now. Mike Burkov has made his 1 mandatory pit stop along with Tyler Watson here. Tyler Watson going to be under threat from Mike Burkov in the GT4. We'll see. He might not have picked up a penalty, but I'm almost confident. The number of M2s is too low. It's 0. There's no M2s in here. You want to add another class. You want 5 classes in here. To be fair, I thought it was 5. Also, David Collins, out of the pits, no drive-through penalty. He did manage to get it stopped in time. That had to be, like, just. Only just. Also, Mike Burkov through. We have blue flag there now from the, or actually, no, that is a blue flag, yep, from the faster cars. So David Collins still in this race. That was close. That was really close. Jason Provolone gaining onto Casey Schutte. We're going to see maybe a little bit of Ferrari and Lamborghini battle. It's Casey falling off on pace, I think. I wonder if his tires are gone after that spin that he had. That spin definitely affecting his tire wear. How's Lizzie doing? Lizzie's down here in P19. Currently on an invalid lap, unfortunately. Needs to keep an eye on track limits. Has her mentor and coach overtaking her once more. Mike Burkov, though, going to be looking to relinquish that P19 from her. As Lizzie here, the number 79 car going to be defending from the 74. In through Sector 3 we go. Mike Burkov, very patient here, just waiting for the opportunity. Lizzie gonna go a little bit too deep. And Mike Burkov gonna claim P19 there. Lizzie down to P20. Potentially gonna be P21 soon. Lizzie needs to keep an eye there. Although she also needs to come into the pits relatively soon, or not soon, but she still needs to come into the pits. Holy smokes! Tyler Watson severely misjudging the fact that the Ginetta needs to brake a lot, or the GT4 rather, needs to brake a lot earlier than the, wait, Tyler Watson's in a GT4. What am I talking about? Holy smokes. What just, that was crazy. Regardless, Tyler Watson may need to take another pits. He does need to take another pit stop. He actually already pit once. I wonder why he doesn't have that cleared. But he's going to need to pit for a new pair of pants after that. I've no doubt about that. This is the closest battle on track as it stands. As we see the McLaren gaining on the Ginetta. We're going to see the top speed difference here, as we're already up to the Ginetta's top speed and surpassing it up in the top gear now. And we are through. Ginetta, definitely not the strongest car on this track. We also see there Polikov, our race leader. Well, we haven't touched on too much in this race in the 4 Ort car. Andrew is the VP of Noobs R Us. I know that he's something high up. I just never know what to call him. Andrew Casey is going to be, of course, our... is he in this race, Andrew Casey? No. No Andrew Casey in this race. No, you're Andrew. Oh. Why don't you have Andrew? Okay. This is... Oh, you literally said it in the chat. If I had read the chat, I would probably have figured that out. You know, sometimes my brain is not necessarily up to proper size. This is an old account. You should make a new account that has your name so it's easy for me. Everybody should make their accounts easy for me. The world should revolve around me, no? Just me? Alright, fair enough. Maybe not. Quinn Smith into the pits for his mandatory pit stop. You don't know how to change stuff? Fair enough. Thank you very much. Maxi Bajams? Maxi Bajams. Thank you very much for the follow. Potts Weaver into the pits as we are approaching that halfway mark. Everybody now going to be coming in. Devin Anthony side by side here with Jeremy Cubbage. Devin Anthony no longer side by side with Jeremy Cubbage, deciding to go off the track. Bagums? Okay, Bagums. Sorry about that. Thank you very much for correcting me. Gonna have to put a noobs emote in our Twitch chat so you can use it here. Ha! Gotta get that sponsorship, you know? No, not Bilbo Baggums. It's Maxi Baggums. Come on, Sage. Can't you read? I can't. Devin Anthony, though, still on the charge. Trying to take down that Ferrari. Let's see the top speed difference once again here. I am shocked at how slow the Porsche Cup car is, because it's way faster than a GT3. Or am I wrong on that too? Got Quinn Smith getting involved as well. Quinn Smith, of course, already having made his pit stop. He's losing positions. Maybe coming out on cold tires. I don't know if he took tires or not. Some GT3s hit 280. So, yeah, the Porsche Cup car is faster then. Man, GT3s are slow. Said no one ever. But regardless, Eric Gakasi and Eric the Boss Gakas battling with Professor the Admin Chronotis. Nikolay Polikov out of the pits as well. Our leader taking his pit stop. Fastest lap held by him, 156.9. That is pretty quick. Potts Weaver joining the party with Chronotis and Eric here. Potts freshly out of the pits. Doesn't want to get too involved in this, I would imagine. Yep, just wants to basically do exactly that. Capitalize on the errors here and make easy work of these overtakes. Drive-through penalty picked up for John Smith. I think that might be a... into the pits. Okay. I think it might be speeding in the pits related. Oh, you actually... Yo, Andrew, you're G. Thank you. I was only kidding, but you're awesome. I genuinely appreciate that. It's so confusing remembering everybody's in-game names, Discord names, and Twitch names. Literally had to Google it. Hey, at least it's doable. Casey Swanseeger here and Tyler Watson going side by side. Tyler Watson needs to pit. Oh no, Jeremy Cubbage. Oh no, never mind. Yellow flag out of the pits. He's going to have these guys approaching hot and fast on them, Casey Swanseeger. See what he can get done. Oh, there was an actual yellow flag here for George Elmer. Oh my. What has happened here? Oh, big spin. Big spin, and he killed the car as well, it looks like. Chronotis out of the pits as well as Eric. Let's see where they came out. We got 3 seconds till we get back into the live feed. That was poor timing on my part. Chronotis is out ahead of Eric by about 1.5 seconds. Casey still yet to get the position from Tyler Watson. Jakob Padberg, he has come into the pits. Adam King as well as Zane Blisket in the pits as well, the two Camaros, leading Camaros. That puts Bars Cockrell into the lead, the Turkish driver, as it stands. Although we're currently watching here Casey Swanseeger as well as Tyler Watson. Casey Swanseeger a little late on the brakes, and oh no, he makes contact! Casey Swanseeger getting the worst end of that though, for sure. That could have been absolutely terrible. Both drivers managing to hold on. Wow. Very, very close. Stop go 30 picked up from Adam King. That was our previous race leader. Let me double check that. Hang on. Adam King starting in P12. Yeah. Adam King was our race leader for the GT4s, picking up a stop-go 30 from the pit stops. That is gonna hurt. Lizzie Alisea, she is fresh out of the pits now. Oh my goodness, where did... Holy smokes, Juan Kairos, our current race leader, blowing by. Pottsweaver a bit deep into the corner is going to give Casey the potential switchback opportunity. He's going to take full advantage of it. Down the inside he goes. And it looks like that's going to be the overtake, done and dusted finally. Thank you, E-Rock FX, for the follow, but oh my goodness, the late lunge there from the McLaren on the outside. It's going to be continued side by side down as we head into the end now of Sector 1, heading towards the Mistral Straight. Through Viraj de Campa. Or de Campua. It's de Campua, that's right. No, wait, no it's not. That's a different track. I don't know French, everybody. There goes the faster car of George Elmer. Nikolay Polikov, our previous race leader, probably still will be leading the race come the end of the pit stop phases, looking to dispatch of Jason Provolone relatively quickly, but also Tyler Watson. I don't think he is done yet on Casey Schutte this battle, or Casey Swanseeger, excuse me. Eric needs to pay for French lessons. Eric needs to pay for French lessons, Brazilian lessons, Spanish lessons. Dude, I got a lot of languages. I had German lessons. We got some, like, you know, there's a priority list of languages. French is probably on the bottom, honestly. Sorry, French people, but if anything, I would learn Brazilian to... We got such a massive Brazilian following. I don't understand it, but I love it. It's awesome. Oh, yes, we have some fluent French speakers in chat, that's for sure. Did I say Brazilian? Yeah, I meant to say Portuguese. I know that. You don't need to... Yeah, I know that. I'm sorry. That was very ignorant. Nikolay Polikov dispatching there of Casey Schutte. Up back into P2. Look, I'm talking about cars driving in circles, okay? It's really, really complicated. I promise. Also, the Trackalicious ST Evo 2. Nice gradient livery there from Casey Swanseeger. No, Casey Schutte. Ah! This we got Andrew Casey in chat, Casey Schutte, and Casey Swanseeger. Like I say, commentate. It's so easy, guys. It's so easy. Oh my... Oh no! Oh, I'm so sorry, Casey. We're just gonna have to go ahead and do that a little bit. Exclamation mark. Curse, yep. Oh, Sage, yep, we hired. Whoops. Sorry about that, Casey. He didn't lose any positions at the very least. Recovers back the track, but not the most proud moment there from the wise old fox there of Casey Schutte. Is he gonna be mad that I called him a wise old fox? Ah, just no one tell him, it's fine. He's not gonna go back and watch the stream. Eric the Boss Kakas gaining back onto Professor Kronotis after that pit stop phase. Got 27 minutes and 56 seconds left. Oh, and we're down the inside there of Tyler Watson, who's a back marker, so it's less exciting than I'm making it out to be. All right, moving on. I don't know, David. What does the fox say? It's a very philosophical question that hasn't been asked since about 2012. But, you know, I'm glad you bring it back up. Battle of the Porsche Cups here. Quinn Smith, Devin Anthony. Devin Anthony still yet to pit. Move attempt there from Quinn Smith. At least he had a look that forces Devin Anthony defensive, and then Quinn Smith just sends it down the inside. Lovely. Bars Cockrell is stopped on the start-finish straight. What are you... What just happened? All right, we're gonna check that one out again. I went back pretty far for a good bit of time because I'm really curious what the heck just happened. So we're approaching. Oh, a wheel disconnect. Oh, wheel disconnect or something. Oh, but putting it in reverse though, Mike, dude, you can't do that. Oh my goodness. Bars Cockrell rejoins in P15 after coming out of the pits. You can't park there, sir. No, you can't. You can't reverse there either. Okay, yeah. That happened. It's the first time for everything, folks. I've never seen anything like that before. Eric the Boss Kakasian, yeah, back on track here, gaining still on Professor Kronotis, but he's losing actually on it, the Armenian driver. Not quite catching the Canadian here. John Smith out of the pits in P18. Casey Swanseeger managing to gain a position there. Need some noob action? That's a good point. Lizzie down in P last currently, about to be lapped by John Smith. Oi! Not even close. Lizzie Alisea. Carry it on. Last lap at 2:18. So I think she made a mar of the last lap somehow. Check back in with some other noobs drivers. Who do we got in the lead right now? We got not Casey Swanseeger, that's Casey Schutte. David Collins leading the noobs drivers right now. Not able to catch Potts Weaver after that thrilling battle that lasted probably about 4 laps. Jason Provolone, though, about 2.8 seconds behind. Last lap, 2 seconds faster than David Collins, so gaining quite quickly, actually. We might see a battle unfolding on track relatively soon between the Cheese Man and David Collins. Casey Schutte in P8. Got a bit of work to do. Definitely after that spin. I think that hurt quite a bit, actually. I think I didn't realize that at the time that he hadn't pit. The Trackalicious ST Evo 2 carries on in P8. Devin Anthony here in P9. And to round out our top 10, going to be the Noobs R Us team principal of Jeremy Cubbage in the Ferrari. I haven't checked out this livery too much. Of course, all these liveries made by Jeremy Cubbage. Between the Heart. Awesome livery here. Jeremy Cubbage goes above and beyond for the Noobs R Us community. Anybody interested, of course, is welcome to join that. If you are newer to sim racing or more experienced even, anybody is welcome. They're a bit of a branch-off community from the Trackalicious Rookie Series, and they're going and doing some things themselves nowadays, which is absolutely awesome to see Jeremy Cubbage making all that happen. And Jason Provolone still gaining, but a bit of work to do. Kronotis under threat from Gakasi in here. We'll see if the boss can dispatch of the admin. The admin, I would say. We have a few admins, of course, at Trackalicious, but Kronotis, admin isn't the, doesn't do him justice. Race organizer, steward, Absolute legend of the Trackalicious community. Goes above and beyond. Eric, of course, runs the community. Eric the Boskakost, that's where he gets that name from. So he's struggling with that Porsche Cup car, it seems. We'll check in now with Jason Provolone as he has wheeled in David Collins. Can he get the job done? That's the question. He showed that it ain't easy being cheesy, but is it easy to overtake David Collins? I don't think so. Potts Weaver figured that out earlier. He did manage to get it done eventually, but we'll see. Anything can happen in racing, and it normally does. Coming down the Mistral straight, the Ferrari top speed. So, wow. Okay, he's gone. We can see, though, the downforce difference here coming through the end of the Mistral straight corners. We enter Sector 3. This is where the Porsche Cup car is going to have the advantage. Is it going to be enough of an advantage? I don't know. I think last lap with a 2-second difference, I don't think it is going to be. So, I think Jason Provolone should be able to secure this position from here. David Collins going to have to be looking to drive for the next 20 minutes. Pretty much, maybe with an open track, because he's got Casey Schutte about 15 seconds behind him. Casey Schutte, though, lapping quicker, which is definitely something to note. We're down to our about last 10 laps here. Of course, just completing lap 24 now. It almost looked like that. No, I know. That just shows you the Ferrari challenge car is just a rocket. I mean, that car absolutely just yeah, we can see that. Checking in, Juan Kairos, by the way, our race leader as it stands. He's yet to pit still. Going for that overcut, taking it long as he can. So Nikolay Polikov gonna retake the race lead eventually here. Quinn Smith 30 seconds off of the time of Nikolay, yes. Pop on board here with Eric. Let's see how he's doing as he's looking to set up the overtake on Chronotis. Oh, and he's going to lick the stamp and send it looks like, as we're going to go side by side, heading now into T1. Can see the Ferrari top speed, though, blowing by the Porsche, but now it's going to come down to the cornering speed. It's Eric Gakossi, and he's been driving that car like a frisky hippo. Coming through the first few corners now. You can see the speed difference is absolutely insane when they're flat out, but oh my goodness, that is not the line, Eric. Taking his Joker lap here on lap 24. Rejoins right behind Professor Chronotis. What, you got a problem with that, Steven? Eric gonna have to line up the overtake once more, but we're gonna see the legs that Chronotis has. It's very colorful. Thank you. I thought it was very descriptive. It's Chronotis. Legs of a cheetah coming through, especially compared to those GT4 cars. And whoa, that was the wrong person. Eric Gakosian gonna be sliding into who is that? That was the Turkish driver there of Boris Cockrell, sliding into his DMs just slightly. Oh my goodness, it's chaos and carnage. Tyler Watson is around. What has happened here? I think there was contact involved. As we're currently looking at Tyler Watson, the Audi behind is going to be, I'm not sure actually. Is that Tanner Masters? I don't think it is. But unfortunately, the Audi gives him a nice little tap around. And I think that was Tanner Masters actually. And the IMSA Performance Audi there. Checking back here to Eric Gakassian. And Eric here. Taking the alternate line. This is, oh no, and he gets on the corner just too slightly. Trying to overtake the Ferrari onto the Mistral straight is a bit ambitious, I will admit, but Eric Gakassian, he's going to be going for it nonetheless. Ooh, and Tyler Watson, he's unfortunately round again. We'll check back in. Eric Gakassian, he's not going to get the overtake done now, I'll tell you that. The speed difference, just not going to happen. The Porca Cup does sound great. It does sound like a pack of bees. Currently, it's a pack of bees chasing a cheetah, but the pack of bees is slipping and sliding, losing some traction there. That's not going to help the charge. Nikolay Polikov has managed to catch up with Juan Kairos now. What are the chances that you run out of fuel? I don't know. You know that better than me. Why are you typing and driving? Oh, because you're not. Sorry. Didn't mean that. Didn't mean that as an insult. That was kind of rude. You blew up your engine? No way. Tyler Watson has retired on the side of the track due to a blown engine. Okay. Paul Ricard showing its, well, that it's ruthless, basically. Man, I feel like the equivalent here for Eric Gakassian, this is like, it's just not quite it, but it's like being in the left lane of traffic, you know? And you're on the left lane of the freeway, and you got that one guy in front of you. You know what I mean, everybody? I think you guys know what I mean. We'll see. Eric, though, 14 minutes, 33 seconds to get the overtake done still. Lizzie Alisea no longer in P last. Tyler Watson due to a driver mechanical error. Maybe an overdriving error, which caused a mechanical error. The McLaren just not up to it here. That's hilarious, honestly. That's so funny. Eric the Boss Gakas getting his screen time, or contractually obliged screen time, of course. Warning to any future GT4 McLaren drivers. Was it because you're downshifting too quick? Oh my goodness, Professor Cronotis. Bit of a slide there. Or your engine will just explode. This, of course, being our closest battle on track as it stands. Jeremy Cubbage is catching up with Devin Anthony. We might have a Noobs R Us civil war coming up. And Eric, just struggling, I would say. Jeremy Cubbage here. Can he get anything done? Gaining on that Porsche Cup car. You can see the speed, straight line speed difference. About even lap times from Devin Anthony and Jeremy Cubbage, so this could be a scrap. You'll be bad, Superfly? Sounds good. I'll be bad. Jeremy Cubbage, though, carrying on the charge. As it stands, P10 for him. P1 and P2 in class, I guess, if you want to look at it that way. Definitely more Porsche Cup cars than anything else on the grid. David, of course, salty that he's treating water. He's too busy working to be in the either Monday or Sunday leagues. Yes, David. So who is gonna, but you know, the thing is, you're doing more important things, right? You're out there treating water, studying water, looking at it under a microscope, discovering the true potentials of hydration. That's not quite what David does, but you know, it's close enough. Jason Provolone. Last lap. Just about 1 second, actually 1 second completely faster than Potts Weaver here. Juan Kairos out of the pits after finally taking his pit stop at the 11-minute mark, just about. Back into P4. You do all of that except the microscope. You don't look at water under a microscope? Dude, that's what they do that in, like, freaking first grade chemistry class. You're not even doing that over there at this fancy water treatment? Man, what are you doing? Anyways. Eric, on the charge still. I feel like a broken record saying that. The battles on track have increased to about 4 battles now. So definitely want to keep an eye on all of them. But you know what's in it already? Yeah, but what if you don't? How do you know unless you look under a microscope? But once again, we got 10 minutes left. Let's not get derailed. Can hear that roar of the Porsche engine. The flat 6 coming down the straight. Battling the twin turbo V8. It is a singular angry bee, and oh my goodness, Eric Gakassian's a very angry bee after that. He's going to be very angry at himself. That is, I think that might be the end of the charge there for, wait, how's he still 1.5 seconds? Yo, Eric, stay on track, brother. He's really, I think he burnt his tires up. Oh my goodness, Eric. Let's hop on board, see what is going through not just his head, but his hands. So I'd imagine driving this Porsche at this point, it's going to be like milking a cow. We'll see as we approach the first chicane. This will be the real test. Coming into it now. Drive-through penalty for Watson. Wait, I thought Watson was out. Yellow flag for Jakob Padberg. What the Jakob Padberg? Oh my goodness, and Eric Gakassian makes contact with our P4 of young Jakob Padberg, the St. Louis native. My goodness, it's chaos and carnage here. What? Oh, the genetic of Lizzie Alisea. Oh my goodness, Lizzie. Oh, and the rejoin. Oh, that was a terrible rejoin, Padberg. Oh no. Thank you, John. Oh my goodness. This has been a real thriller. The 44 car, Lizzie Alisea is off again along with Tyler Watson. Uh-oh, or did they come together? No, they're on 2 separate parts of the track. Let's see what happened to Lizzie. Oh, she just loses the rear end, unfortunately, and goes head first. Yes, I think Jakob absolutely nailed Lizzie, yes. That looked like a pretty heavy bit of contact. AV6 Scott in chat, welcome. Okay, we got a 3-way battle on track, and what is David Collins doing? What was that? The track is optional, everybody. We're gonna go 3 wide down the Mistral straight. I don't think anybody has managed to keep it valid on this lap. Oh no, your wheel disconnected. Pottsweaver gets weaved in front of, but gonna try to make the move back in front of Devin Anthony as we come to the end of the Mistral straight. Oh, as he tries everything he can. Is it enough though? Pottsweaver has seen the rear end of David Collins' car before. I don't think he wanted to see it again this entire race, but unfortunately, here we are. Gotta see the replay. Oh no. I unfortunately didn't catch it. It's a little too late for me to go back and catch. But yeah, that's that really sucks. As a yeah, technical failure. Definitely at the end of the Mistral straight. Yeah, that was. Oh, you went full speed into the wall and your car's done. Shocker. Tyler Watson, race to forget for him, unfortunately. Pottsweaver, this is going to be his chance. That was a bit too deep there for David Collins as we come now on to... Oh! Just barely any room through Hotel into Ducampa. Pottsweaver gonna make contact with... Oh no, David Collins is round. Rejoining the track, he almost... Okay, he does get on the brakes. We see Polakov coming by as well as his teammate Noobzar from Noobs R Us. Oh my goodness. After all of that, that is how it comes to an end. Let's go back and check that out again. So we see David Collins rejoining the track. Oh no, and Pottsweaver just taking the line. I think you can really chalk that one up to a racing incident, unfortunately. As hard to tell. I'm not a steward. I don't know. But that's, yeah, really unfortunate to see. Tanner Masters picks up a drive-through penalty here in the closing sectors of the race. Not what you want to see as well. Unfortunately down in P-Last. Lizzie Alisea has also pulled into the garage. Not what you want to see. We'll see if we see her back out on track, the Puerto Rican driver, to get the checkered flag at the very least. Casey Schutte here trying to negotiate through Tanner Masters, who has to serve that drive-through penalty. Manages to get by through lap traffic nice and easily. Taking a look at Jason Provolone here. He's navigating through traffic himself up in P4. Juan Kairos still P3. It's been a great drive. That overcut worked really well for Juan Kairos. I think he also had a bit of a spin at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Juan Kairos, though, started P3, retained, in fact, the top three all retaining where they started for the past 70 minutes. Jason Provolone up 2 positions from P6 up into P4. Casey Schutte down 1. Pottsweaver up 4 positions from P10. And Devin Anthony, big props to him, up 12 positions from P20, our biggest gainer here tonight. Unfortunately, the biggest loser does go to Adam King, who picked up a drive-through, or stop-go 30 penalty, I think it was, relatively early on in this AKR. He's down 6 positions. He started P12. Got a long drive, or he's had a long drive ahead of him throughout this, or from, you know what I'm trying to say. I'm losing my words at this point. And Andrew Casey, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. The battle's on track. Few and far between. Adam King is gaining on John Smith. We see last lap a 2:07 from Adam, 2:09 from John. Sounds like I'm getting tired. I am getting tired. It's been too long. Dude, it's been like 2 weeks since I commentated. I thought I could handle a 70-minute. Yo, I need some caffeine. Water ain't gonna do the trick. I guess that's what happens when you take 2 weeks off of commentating. Adam King here. Follow along with him as we come now on to the back of the Mistral. Bit of a short shift, regaining some traction. closing in rapidly, actually, on the car in front of John Smith. The number 7 car going to be seeing the very large Camaro soon enough. Rumor has it you'll be commentating with your son. I have a son? I'm 23. I have a son? Well, I mean, like, not to say the 23-year-olds don't have sons, but I don't, that I know of. Adam King, though, on to John Smith. Pace difference is there. I think Adam King should be able to sell this overtake pretty quickly. Oh, you said soon. Look, it's been... I definitely don't got the legs that I had in commentating before. There's no doubt. And yes, I can't read. I think everyone knows that already. I only saw the 1-0. My apologies. Wait. Yeah, I did only see the 1-0. Oops. And Steven. Sounds good. I know, you've been saying that for a while and I haven't done it yet. We do got to do that at some point. David Collins here. Chasing down Potts Weaver as the tie. Okay, I take that back. Potts Weaver into the barrier, not quite. Oh my goodness. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see what happened here. As I think that was an unforced error. It just, well, forced by Devin Anthony, but no contact necessary. As, yep, the rear end of that Evo 2 just, or of the, not Evo 2. Whatever.
Right, man, leader is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Leader is on the final lap. And in the pits? Why? I mean, he's very far ahead of Quinn Smith. It's not going to matter. Evo, it's not the Evo, though. That's the thing. It's the ST. I just got it wrong. It's the Lamborghini ST. Ran out of fuel. I think Nicolet's... I'm just going to go out on a limb. I could be wrong. I think he's flexing his muscles slightly. After what we saw in the warm-up lap, he might be flexing. As he has rejoined 6.9 seconds ahead of Quinn Smith. Very nice. Jeremy Cummage 1.5 seconds behind Devin Anthony in the closing lap here. And the battles, like I say, they're few and far between right now in terms of actual positions, so we'll just follow along here with Nicolet, give him the parade lap. The Lambro Super Evo Trofeo Cup, yes. As we are on our parade lap. What has happened to Potts Weaver again? Oh no. Potts Weaver going to lose the position to Devin Anthony at the end as well. Oh no, Potts Weaver, after all the hard work, and Jeremy Cubbage goes up a position. Potts going to fight it hard and fast, though. But no avail. Very unfortunate there for Potts Weaver. Nicolet. Few more corners to negotiate till he brings it home to the checkered flag. Honestly, brilliant drive from him. Absolute masterclass. Fastest lap, fastest qualifying lap, and race win. Brings home the trifecta there. And takes the victory here at Paul Ricard in our multi-class, or multi-class race. That's what I should have called it. Oh, missed opportunity. Quinn Smith, P2. And Juan Kairos, it's a, what is it? A battle to the end almost there. No, that's not for position, excuse me. Juan Kairos coming to third position, but it's a Porsche Cup 1-2-3. Jason Provolone in the Ferrari Challenge car. Just coming off the end of the Mistral Straight. Has quite a bit to go before he reaches checkered flag. Jeremy Cubbage scrapping with Potts Weaver. Potts Weaver. No, Potts. Potts, he can't negotiate that corner. I think that's like the third time he spun on that corner. Maybe he spun in the back, actually. Eddie, Potts is really, I think he wore his tires out at the end. Jeremy Cubbage gonna take P8 from him. No mercy, of course. What the? Who was that? I don't know who that was. You do see Jason Provolone coming home for P4, though. Casey Schutte behind him. 8.5 second difference there. The Lamborghini ST comes home for 5th. David Collins, 6th position eventually. And we'll see if we get people moving up into the green room or not. Honestly, I didn't say anything, so we'll see. David Collins, though, coming around the final few corners. Little plug to our coming up events. Anyone who is interested, of course, we have our Rookie Series on Monday. That's going to be tomorrow night, 5:30 Pacific, 8:30 Eastern. Of course, coming up as well on July 15th is going to be our Road to the VGO Finals, the 6-hour endurance series. Make sure you guys sign up for that top 3. You get a guaranteed slot into the VCO Finals. Make sure you guys are at least checking that out, getting involved in that. We also have our GT3 Championship coming up soon, and our GT3, GT4 Multi-Class Championship on Thursdays. So lots of events coming up here for Trackalicious. It's going to be very exciting. Of course, though, big shout out to Nikolay Polikov here, who's flexing his muscles just a little bit more in that Porsche Cup car, along with Quinn Smith and Juan Kairos. Ferrari is a handful when you're not on the straight, man. Let's see, are we getting anyone in there? I don't think we are, that's okay. We'll pop back into the booth here. Head off into the race replay as well. Welcome back, everybody, to the booth. Let me just make sure I'm... No, actually, there we go. We are in the booth, yes. Very fun race indeed, Provolone. Great job as well. First place for in class. You got that one, so you did win technically. Kinda. Not really. But anyways. We'll see if we can get our leaders in the green room. It's not looking like it. We got Polikov in the Discord. I mean, I could just rudely drag people. That's always an option. Yeah, why not? We'll drag Polikov, Quinn Smith. And I'm not seeing our third position, Juan Kairos, as well, but we'll pull them in here. We have Quinn Smith and Polikov. Welcome. Welcome both of you. Polikov, sorry if this is a bit of a surprise. I don't know if you knew. We do driver interviews. Is that all right with you?
Maybe okay.
Awesome. Great drive, Polikov. That was, I mean, you got fastest lap in qualifying, fastest lap in the race, and a race win with a pit stop at the end just to flex your muscles, I'm assuming. Is that what that was?
I figured they could make a handicap, but that's literally above speed.
Well, nonetheless, that was awesome.
Anyways.
Yeah, you drove, I mean, rapid. That was perfect. We also, of course, have Quinn Smith. Quinn Smith, our veteran here at Trackalicious Leagues. How was it for you today in that Porsche Cup car?
It was different. Kinda, you hold enough top speed through the corners for the most part. You don't have to worry about not having TC. But it's definitely different.
Racing with the other cars, was that interesting? How was that? I mean, I'm curious.
It was actually really fun. At first, the Lambo and the Ferrari is just on. There was nothing to do there. You just had to wait a few laps for the tires to even out. But after that, it was pretty fun.
Awesome. Yeah, it seemed fairly competitive, surprisingly, on in terms of straight line speed between the Lambo and the Porsche Cup. The Lambo seemed to be just a tiny bit faster, but the Ferrari was a rocket in the straight line. That is one thing I noticed.
Yeah, the Lambo actually gets up to speed pretty quickly with the Ferrari. I'd say it almost challenges it until obviously the Ferrari's like, yep, I got 20 mile an hour on everyone.
Yeah.
Bye.
The thing absolutely is a rocket down the straight. And also we have Juan Kairos, got our whole top 3 in here tonight. Juan Kairos, of course, bringing home the 3rd position with a very, very late pit stop, going for that late overcut strategy. It ended up working out for you, though. How was your race, Juan?
Yeah, it was a good race. I managed to save the tires, and this car is kind of hard to save tire with no traction control. But yeah, I think I just refueled by 10 liters, so I gained a bit of time on Quinn, but still, I think he changed tires, so he still managed to came back to P2. Then on the final 10 minutes, I think the P3 had some incidents, and I got a P3, but. Yeah, it was a good race. And fun car to drive, by the way.
Sorry, what was that?
And pretty fun car to drive.
Oh, awesome. Yeah. And I guess, what was your opinion on driving with the other cars as well? That's just one thing. I'm very curious on all you guys. Just, was that... I mean, like I say, it's very... The Porsche Cup car seemed the most dominant overall. I think that was fair to say. But not by much.
On some tracks like Policar and maybe Bathurst, it's not too dominant above Super Trofeo.
Makes sense. Awesome.
And maybe Imola.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, long, twisty. Where it's the downforce seems where it's going to make the difference. But, yep. Anyways, thank you guys very much. We're gonna end this stream here. So thank you guys. You guys are all good to go. Massive shout out Juan Kairos, or excuse me, we'll do it in order. Nikolai Polikov, we got Quinn Smith and Juan Kairos on the podium for us tonight. Thank you guys. And we're gonna end it here. So thank you guys very much in chat. We're gonna raid Whatever Fool, an awesome streamer. If I can type raid correctly. Make sure you guys go check him out. Thanks, everyone. Sage, David, Jeremy, everybody for being in this race as well as being here in chat. Keep me entertained. AV6 Scott, you guys are all awesome. I hope you guys have an amazing evening, afternoon, or night. And yes, see you guys tomorrow. We will be live 5:30 Pacific time, 8:30 Eastern Standard for the Rookie League. So make sure you guys are there for that. Hope everyone has a great rest of their evening. Thank you guys.